my soccer universe, for a Nordic unpacking. And for that reason I decided let's pull out the big hair as well, because Vikings, that's what we're all about. I'm not a Viking, I'm an Austrian, so I don't know if that makes any sense. Be it as it may. If you look here at the background, these are all semi-finalists from the 24-25 Europa League and Conference League seasons. And you will notice that from each of these I only have 3 teams, and it's Nordic teams that have messed this up in a way for me. It has never happened in the last 4 years for me that I did not have all the Europa League semifinalists. Yes, Conference League last year was already iffy. I managed kind of to get everyone, but I think this year, again, a challenge. And I always say that these competitions are my collection builders, because I have to expand outside of my comfy 8, which are of course Austria, Italy, then we have England, France, Germany, Netherlands, Portugal and Spain, of course. So we need to expand outward. I have Greek teams, I have Belgian teams, all that kind of stuff, but I've never thought that I have to go north, and I had to go north, and I ordered from Unisport, and it arrived maybe a day or 2 late for my first review video. However, I ordered it just when a big paycheck came in, because unfortunately this was not a cheap jersey. Enough talking from my part. Let's open it up. Is it Djurgårdens? Is it Bodø Glimt? Let's see what I got right here. Okay, parcel is open. If I open it up, you probably will already know. It is yellow, of course. It is Bodø Glimt. And yes, let's open it up. Here we have it. I paid full price for this one. Almost 100. Which, is probably the one thing that annoys me with this one most. Is there any way that I can open this nicely? No, I just have to pop it open. So be it. Bodø Glimt. A home jersey. I saw that they have a really nice away jersey from the last season, but I said, Bodø plays usually in the home jersey, so let's go for the home jersey. It's a Puma version. Has everything here. This is a very nice silicone crest, but very flat one as well. So we have Bodø Glimt. It's my first Norwegian team. Of course, it's my first Norwegian team. And here we go. $100 for a jersey with a tons of sponsors. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. Let me put this in. There is nothing special on this shirt except for the many sponsors. But I guess when you go for Bodø Glimt, you better get one. And this is one worn in the league season 2025. What I do like is though that I have here the league patch where they say they are the champions. That I think is cool. It says Serie Mester 2024. So I don't speak Norwegian. So that I think is a nice addition to that one. That makes it a little bit special. Other than that, as I said, plenty of sponsors. Here we have, of course, the Sparebank from Norge. Then we have the Stingray here, which I think is actually not a bad sponsor. Then up here on the Elkem twice. And then we have here another one. Bodø Energy, probably the energy company, I would say. And then on the back, I kept it blank. I was really thinking, should I get Jens Petter Hauge on there? I decided to keep it blank. It's the Quartz Våres Motte, it says here. I have to check what this means in Norwegian. And then Action Now on the bottom. But overall, it's a yellow jersey with sponsors. Charging 100 for that seems a little bit outrageous, if I'm honest, but it's Norway. Norwegian jerseys don't come cheap. I would say let's put it up there, and I'll talk a little bit more about this shirt. Okay, in atypical fashion, I decided to put it up there together with Spurs, where it kind of belongs. Again, very plain shirt. This is actually the current Puma style, that was already introduced for the Euros. So it is kind of a little bit more stretchy. Now, I have to say, I really would have liked to get the one that they're wearing now, the Europa League, with the links on the side, or maybe one of these away jerseys. But the links is near ungettable at the moment, and probably I should have gone for it a little bit sooner, but the last time I saw it on Unisport, it was only available in quadruple XL, and that is a size that I didn't really want to go for. And then I checked on the Norwegian side, and I think this was really, they had just made it into the quarterfinals against Olympiacos, where it would still be available, and I have a subscriber who was willing to help me out in a way, but you know, getting it from Norway and so on would also have been relatively difficult. So there you have it. I chose the one that they were currently. It's more Bodø in a way, if you would ask me, because you know it's purely yellow. So it's nothing bad with it per se. Did I think if I ever want to get a Norwegian team that it will be Bodø Glimt? If you would have asked me just a few years ago, of course not. I mean, Bodø Glimt is a very recent phenomenon, but what they're doing is really amazing. And for that reason, they fully deserve to be in my collection. I mean, even when they made it in the Conference League, when Roma won it into the quarterfinals, there was already a thought, yeah, I probably have to reach out and get one of their shirts. When it comes to Norway, I mean, we all know Rosenborg is the big team, but I was always more bothered by them, especially since they beat Milan back in 97. But you know, I could get around with them, and I always thought I will get a Rosenborg jersey because in 2019 Lask played against them in the Europa League, and I really would like to get a jersey of each of the teams that we played, at least in Glimt. So that was always there. But if it came to, I always thought, yeah, it will be either Lillestrøm, for the simple reason that one of my favorite Lask players when growing up was Geir Frigård, and he played for Lillestrøm, and I think he's still involved in there. So that would have been really, really nice to have a jersey from there. And I had a buddy in America who has Norwegian roots, and he was actually a Brann Bergen fan. And so I always thought, yeah, Brann, that would actually be cool, because it's not Oslo, it's the other nice town in Norway. But now it's Bodø Glimt, and fully deservedly so in my collection. Should I got to go and get one for Djurgårdens? Honestly, I'm probably not gonna go, because there's no chance for them to qualify for a final. I mean, Glimt's chances are also not that high, but I actually think that Glimt could make it in the Champions League next season, and so it makes total sense to keep this jersey in my collection and have one of theirs. Let's see how else it will go. In any case, please let me know your thoughts on this Bodø Glimt jersey. Do you have one in your collection? I would be really curious about that. I think there are not that many out there, or it's not that widely available, but I think for my collection this is a very worthy addition, and I'm very happy that I have one. Now, if I could get this beautiful away jersey as well for a reasonable price, that would actually be the icing on the cake. But you know, we don't need to go wild either. Most of the time they play in yellow. Any case, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like these. And I will talk to you soon about more things in my soccer universe. Bye! Hey there, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, here are some videos and playlists that you may enjoy too. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the little bell icon so you get notified whenever something happens in my soccer universe. And with that, have a wonderful day. Bye!